Seeing is believing, and you're not going to believe how bright and vivid the colors are on the Samsung Neo QLED and OLED TVs powered by the Neural Quantum Processor. Because this is an audio ad. Unless you can see it, which means you already have one. Nice. Samsung. More wow than ever.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
This is your weekly sports fix with Stix.
What's happening, y'all? We are back. Got the nice big homie in the house. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family, baby. You can follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy, announce big homie at homie_anonymous. Use that hashtag Stix and Sports. We got a lot of good stuff for y'all. Announce big homie, what's cracking down there in the 253, brother?
Dude, it's hot as shit. That's what's going on, man.
I was just gonna say the same damn thing, bro. It is.
Yo, I'm sitting here trying to get the studio situation together. You know, I gotta seal everything off and close the windows, get the soundproofing together. And I was like, oh my God, it's hot up in here. Tried to hit the fan, and of course I do a couple audio tests. You know, that wouldn't have been a good look for all of the people listening out there. A little bit of
background noise.
Man, it was like a wind tunnel, man, because it's hot, G. So, yeah, I mean, I might be on 1.5 speed doing this podcast, so I get that damn fan back on. But other than that, man, I'm just chilling, man. The last couple of days been cool. Father's Day was cool. Family treated me right like they always do. So, man, it was a good look, man. What's been going on with you?
Yeah, happy late Father's Day to y'all out there, you and everybody else, brother. You know, it's the same up in here, bro. It's like 88 degrees outside. Working on a few sauna, you know, put that sauna suit on. I could probably lose a couple more pounds. Bro, it is fire up in here though. It's a little bit sweltering. It got that got the fans going as well all over the place in this place, man. But bro, I want to hit real quick. I think you said last week you had this jury duty thing going on.
Oh, see, that's why we got the pod jumping off early. So the way that they're doing this whole situation is I've never been selected for the situation before, so I'm not 100% positive how everything rolls out. But they sent me this little postcard in the mail saying, hey, you've been selected to go through this process. They make you go do all of this stuff, and mandatory, might I ask. Online, put all your information in and this and that, giving you a chance to back out or whatever. They did not accept my back out. Okay. They was like, no, you can kiss our ass, show the hell up. Come to find out, I received an email tail end of last week saying, if you don't get a notification from a bailiff or a court official, there's no need for you to show up anywhere. And I says, oh, okay. So the date that I was given is tomorrow. So that's why the pod is early. We're dropping these gems early. But because if I get selected, I have to appear mandatory. I'm assuming if I get selected to find out if some fool is guilty or not, 10 mandatory days. Okay. So I'm already like, I'm about to show up in there with a tank top, some PE teacher shorts, and I'm trying to get kicked off immediately. So like they don't need me. You know what I mean? I want to pull one of those whammies. I don't want to get contempt of court or nothing like that. But if they do call me, I'm about to walk in there looking wild, and I'm not even going to care. Or I might go in there regular, and they start asking me questions. I'm going to say some of the wildest shit ever. Hell yeah, everybody's guilty in my book right off the bat. So they're like, sir,
I've never done that either. I don't know how that all works, bro.
That's what I heard. The key is to go in there and be completely partial. Like, you know what? I think everybody guilty, you know? So that's the way you get off, because they want somebody that looks at it in both ways, right? To try to come with a impartial judgment on these guilty individuals. You know what I'm saying? So
damn, that's wild, bro.
But I'm hoping that they got enough people that they don't need me and I don't get a call, because they said if you don't receive a call, your obligation is complete. So that's why I said let's go ahead and stir this and get this recipe done today for the people, and then we could move on, because I might not get one for the rest of the week. And 10 business days might be next week too.
Yeah, you might be working that 8 to 5, dude. 8 to 5 or whatever the hell they do with that, sitting
for $10 a day plus some mileage that I'm probably gonna get jerked on, but whatever.
Oh, that does not sound like fun. So good luck with that, Anas, big homie. So you'll have to keep me posted.
You're listening to your weekly sports fix with Stix.
Well, we're gonna get into the good stuff, baby. Just got out of the weekend. It's a little different for us, like you said. We're rolling right out of the weekend with some hot takes. It
was a pretty hot sports weekend right there we just had.
It was pretty dope. So we got as we discussed a little bit last week, we got the Olympics in about 4 weeks, starting July 23rd to August 8th. NHL playoffs are in full effect. The Islanders and the Lightning are tied up at 2-2. Vegas tied up the series with Montreal at 2-2. Woohoo, baby. NHL playoffs in full effect.
Yes, sir. Man, hey, Montreal's trying to break this Canadian curse. Speaking of curses, everything's a curse nowadays. But they're trying to break this. They were the last curses, homie. I do, man, because it seems like it works, especially when I can tie in some narratives on some 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. It all works out. But Montreal was the last Canadian team to win a cup in '93. Other than that, it's been U.S. teams winning this. Now, granted, you got people from all over the world, Europeans and Russians and everything, right, on these teams. But yet what we're saying is National Hockey League is the American Hockey League. You know what I'm saying? And so they're trying to go back and get that crown, and Vegas is trying to close that door on them.
Well, then they're back to Vegas now. Yeah, yikes. I should have checked that out. But yeah, tied up 2-2. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
What you got else from the weekend there, Nas, big homie?
Oh, man, I know you heard about my boy. Okay.
I was waiting for it.
It's a day late and $1 short, except for he didn't come up short this time, okay? So, John Rahm, I tried to tell you he wasn't playing with y'all, okay? After he got pulled off the course of the Memorial a couple weeks back, and I went back, like I said, I wouldn't verify. It was the 3rd round he got snatched off the course, but it was the 18th green. He was finishing up his round, snatched off with a 6-shot lead. Okay. So next thing you know, he's doing his quarantine and all of this. Fast forward to the U.S. Open golf situation. I'm telling you, he wasn't playing. He finished up 6 under. Okay. And more importantly, forget all the 600 business. Okay. 2.2 million is the purse. Okay. And nice, I'm talking about the difference between first and second place being like $1 million. So I'm sure his woman and the newborn baby he just had, Father's Day, his first Father's Day situation, because his son was born shortly before he got the COVID diagnosis. So he was away from both of them, the wife and the son, all during that process. So good for him to come through. He won that over Louis Oosthuizen. What a name. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But the story for me in the U.S. Open was the so-called golf genius, Bryson DeChambeau, fell the hell apart, man. Whew. I watched it, and it was amazing. It's like he didn't have it.
He got like a 10 on that one hole in the back 9.
Yo, it was an 8.
8?
So he had a 7 and an 8. It was an 8 on a par 4 on the 17. Right before he finished up, he just cracked. Okay, and he was making a run too, but he cracked. So it'll be interesting to see. Like I said, I don't think he should have been the choice for the big national matchup, with kind of a pro-am situation that they got with Phil and Brady and Aaron Rodgers coming up a little bit later on in the summer. But man, if he falls apart like that, he's not ready yet because Brooks Koepka climbed that good chart, and his name I think he ended up third, if I'm not mistaken, maybe fourth, but I think it was third. So he got that good prize money, which I'm always concerned about, getting that good prize money and sitting these boys down who be talking too much. Okay, irritate me, boy. Scoreboard.
Coming from someone who likes to talk a lot, I don't know. Yo. Big homie. I like oxymoron there, brother.
You got to shut them up, man, when they be wilding out, and they try to get buck on you. But you know what else did happen though? Looking at these sports, a couple of the, one of my favorite sports that I like from a observational point of view is the good NASCAR. Okay, and last year, yes sir, last year, one of the lost episodes of the Stix and Sports podcast. Okay.
Lost episodes and then caught back up with not the as hot fire takes as we had with the first one, man.
You can't duplicate that kind of situation, but let's get to the subject matter. Okay. Kyle Larson. Fast forward to whatever he did at that point in time. Okay, you could do the research on your own. We ain't gonna go back in time on you like that.
It wasn't good.
As we can see right now, once he gets back in the driver's seat, the boy is undeniable. Okay, you can't mess with the man. He's got wins in the last 3, including Sonoma. And we're talking about the All-Star race from 2 weeks ago, which that one, not quite the same prize money, but a smooth $1 million. And he took care of his crew. The crew gets, I think they got a split 500. So good for them. And Nashville this past weekend. He's hot. Okay, now here's the thing. This is where it gets interesting. He's been rolling his car with just the owner name, his number, and the model. Okay, so he's just been rolling with, that's it. No sponsors, G. None.
I think he had one. Did he not
have got one?
The Pennzoil one, or not? Yeah, I think it was the Pin. He had one because I remember he gave him a shout out right away.
Okay. Because that must be Hendrick related.
Yeah.
The Hendrick Motorsport
yeah, not
situation.
Really his sponsor, but
he don't have a damn thing. He's out here rolling like Ricky Bobby in Talladega with the damn lion on the damn hood. Okay. Right. No sponsors. Guess what happens now? 3 in a row? Come on, bro. I bet you all of them sponsors come back in a minute. Talking about we need to get that shine. We need some of that championship shine. We need some of that winner shine to glow on us, whatever you're doing, STP,
Monster
Brass
Energy,
Pro Shops,
Monster
Energy, Red Bull, 7-Up,
hell,
Pepsi.
He should throw that announce Big Homie and Stix logo on the front of his car for a race. See what happens. We'll, get a little kick down.
Hey, I'm all for that. Throw it on the hood.
Yeah.
On the top of the car. I don't even care.
Hey, we had a little episode about him. We talked about him. We gave him some good graces as well. And we're throwing him some good stuff right now as well. So when he listens
we've been giving him the
throw a little bumper sticker out there on us for us. Hell, we'll do that. We'll take that. I got one sitting right here. I'll send it right to him.
That's right. I was watching that other show with the dude from King of Queens. He's got a NASCAR show that's on Apple Plus.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah,
Kevin James.
Yeah, there we go, Kevin James. And they wanted to put some money together for a sponsorship, and the dude got a little sticker decal like this. So hey, we'll take one of those. I mean,
we're down.
We know it's there.
Kyle Larson.
We know it's there.
Kyle Larson's people, hit us up. We got you. We'll get you a sticker.
All day. We've been giving them the shine the whole time. We never sweated him or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? We just tried to put his case out there. We tried to put
homie investigation team, baby.
Homie investigations went out there to try to find some dirt on him. We didn't find nothing. Okay. So hey, peep this out. Hey, give the boy his shines. My boy in the 11 car is looking mad right now. He ain't getting it. The whole Jordan racing team ain't getting it. This guy is getting the shines right now. And I hope he keep doing it and run through that championship and be like, look at me now.
Hell yeah, I'm with you there. Let's get into some MLB before we get into our lengthy discussion piece here towards the end. We have the my Mariners that are 38-36, 6.5 games back of Houston and Oakland, which those two teams are just hot all the time. So I'm still eating my words that I didn't think they'd ever sniff the 500. So there got me eating crow pie, but hey, that's all right. Maybe they listen, and as at Trent Hindu 24 on Twitter has been back and forth with us about, and listen to a little podcast. They're hitting the ball to the opposite field where the ball's pitched. But they swept the Tampa Bay Rays this weekend, 4-game series, 3 of those 4 wins in walk-off fashion. I don't know how much more excited you can get with other than that, man. Colorado at home for 2, then on the road against the White Sox for 3, Toronto for 3. As Rudy referenced to back in a couple episodes back, looking ahead at their homes, their schedule, which this was part of the schedule that he was talking about, the Rays, the White Sox, and Toronto. Before they get back home on July 2nd at, guess what, homie? Full capacity at T-Mobile Park. I wonder how close to full capacity they're going to get. They're doing a grand reopening for that game against Texas, those first 3 against Texas, and then a day off, and then they got the Yankees in town and the Angels in town. So where it's gonna be the calling here, and see how these games play out. So super excited for all those. That's super dope. Mariners are doing really well right now. So shout out to them. I'm not falling for it yet though. In other words, your Los Angeles Dodgers now's big homie 3-game series versus San Diego starting today, brother.
Yes, sir. We only are 1.5 back right now. Behind the hated Giants. I don't know how. Still, I don't. Okay, but after this nice little smooth 3-game sweep of the D-backs, that puts us in prime position. Now we come right out of that matchup. The bats then livened up, 9 runs, 2 games in a row.
You said coming out of that wild series against the Diamondbacks, right?
We're moving into this wild series with the Padres is probably what I meant. We're moving into this series with them after the bats heat up 9 runs in a row versus the D-backs.
That was my point. Against the Diamondbacks, who have
just like we was talking about your boy last week. Sometimes you got to go to the minors and get your confidence together.
All right. You're right.
Hey, but see, and then you come out, and then now it's on the line again. So we got if I'm not mistaken, 3 games set with the Padres, then come back, or actually not even come back. I think the Cubs come out to LA to see us for 3, and we'll see what goes on there, because they've been doing their thing too, making things interesting out there where they're at. But the Dodgers are getting into a little bit of groove. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'd like to see if Bauer is on the mound this week. I'm not sure if he's going to get a pitch against San Diego, but the spin god. Okay, so the reason why I brought that up, one last note for y'all: the umpires monitoring the substances from your pitchers has already begun, dog. Today, the first game of the day, June 21st is when it started. They put it out there a few days ago.
Okay.
Already DeGrom, after his first half inning of play, after throwing, 7 of 10 pitches at 100+ miles an hour, he got frisked, bro. He got frisked by the umpires. Literally hat, glove, belt, undid his pants to make sure they could see the inside of the belt.
Hell yeah.
It's already going. So I want to see how this plays out the rest of the day. So everybody needs to stay tuned. Wait. Stay tuned.
So you're saying they semi-undressed the man, is what you're saying?
Oh, they frisked, made him pull his shirt, everything, looking for that wacky tacky or whatever.
I told you they ain't gonna be playing. They're gonna make a mockery out of somebody. So I kept saying, who was the first person? So they picked a big name, and he came up clean from what I could see. He's still going. Okay, he's still going, and they're in the third. Okay, but they dressed him down in front of the whole home crowd.
Right as they stepped over the line, baby.
Example made. Okay, that's all they were waiting for. That's all they wanted to do, was put it out there with a big name to say, all right, y'all know we're not taking no exceptions. We're coming out. We're coming after y'all. And I wouldn't be surprised if the next person that we hear about getting frisked and wanded is another big name too. I would not be surprised because they want to set that precedent that don't let it slip just because we got the DeGrom. You can go through and think you can get through 4 2/3 without getting touched up.
Right. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because we are going to spend a lot of time on it later in the week once we see a few of these players get frisked and get touched up, like you said, and how it plays out. But how are they going to pick and choose? They might as well just do it if they're going to do it first half. I didn't see if they actually frisked the Atlanta pitcher or not after the half inning. They went to commercial. They didn't show that one, of course. So
That's
we'll see if they're going to keep it even or if they're going to say, okay, wait till halfway through the game, then we're going to check this guy or whatever. So, man, it's so many unknowns, brother. So many unknowns. How we, what they're going to do. So,
and
stay tuned.
So, what inning? Did you see what inning they did it? That they tested them through? What inning was it?
It was right after the top of the bottom of the first. Right after he was done.
Coming off the field.
Yep, coming off the field. Yep.
Wow.
Right after the
started good. Okay.
Right after the bottom of one.
I thought that it would be like a third inning checkup or something like that, but dang, they got him right off the bat. I see it.
Yep, they checked it right away. What you got for the NBA, Nas, big homie?
Hey, we'll start off with the cap and the bow being put on. The curse still lives. Now, it didn't hit the Clippers this time, okay? 6 degrees of separation, all right? ATL, the Atlanta Hawks eliminated Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7. It was ended out 103-96. Not a big game by Trae Young, but good thing they had the redhead, Kevin Huerter, to knock down 27 for him.
Who?
But, like I said, the curse don't lie, okay? The curse even got the ex-head coach of the Clippers, who was the current coach of the 76ers, and got him out of there too, okay? Doc Rivers, up out of there. So I'm telling you, the next series that I'm going to talk about next is going to be the one. It's the literal curse series. But anyway, I think the curse not only got Doc Rivers up out of there, but it may have put the nail in the coffin for the Philadelphia 76ers so-called process, okay? Because in this game, their guy, Joel Embiid, went for 31 like he always do. He plays like a big man. Shaq loves him because he plays like a big man after a couple of years of playing soft, but now he figured out what he's doing. His cohort, Ben Simmons, Game 7, 4 total shots. Okay, 4 total shots. Guess how many points he had? 5 total points. Okay, hey. It's all bad. Now after that, if you're a marquee, supposedly marquee name like that, I don't give a damn how many rebounds you got or how many assists you got. Putting up 5 points ain't gonna cut it. So doesn't that lead the 76ers brass to kind of look back at the beginning of the season when they had an MVP who was available and you did not want to trade Ben Simmons for James Harden? Okay. I'm pretty sure, because I just saw it, James Harden even broke up could give you more than 5 points. Okay. James Harden's nowhere near 100%. That's the Nets got eliminated. Okay. By the Bucks. Moving on, which is going to be the NBA's worst nightmare. The Bucks versus the Atlanta Hawks is going to be the worst. It's going to be the worst thing that they ever could figure happen for Eastern Conference Finals. But bad news all around. The process is over. I'm guaranteeing Simmons is getting traded. Doc is his first year, so he just got to find somebody to help them win. But he got smacked with the curse. Okay, it's going down. The curse is real. Now, moving on.
Part of the curse. Yep.
Yeah, moving on to the curse series. Okay, because guess who the curse hit? Chris Paul. COVID. Dun, 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 dun. COVID hits Kawhi Leonard. ACL done for the season. and we're going to leave you with whatever is left, okay? But yet and still, you are still the Clippers, which means the whole entirety of what happens is still cursed, okay? So therefore, Suns come out game one, run this thing. Now, they almost gave it up in the end, but Devin Booker showed out first ever triple-double, but he did it in 40-point fashion, which is major, okay? Ayton gave him 20. Like I said, they almost dropped the ball at the end of the game, but they caught the Clippers slipping twice with 2 monster dunks by Bridges. That's what closed the door on them. PG-13, Paul George, nice little game, 34 points. But of course, you're going 34 points without Kawhi there. Nobody else is there to help you. They even tried to get Boogie Cousins off the bench, who hasn't played all year, none in the playoffs hardly, to contribute. It didn't work. We're looking at game 2 back in Phoenix tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but we know what's going to happen. The curse is going to hit somebody. We don't know if Chris Paul's going to be back neither. So if Chris Paul is back, I don't know. Who does the curse like more? Find out.
They haven't said if Chris Paul's going to be available for game 2 or game 3 yet. So we'll see what happens.
I'm about to call Donald Sterling right now.
They are, or you are?
I am.
Hey.
I'm gonna call and find out to ask him who he's rooting for.
I'll tell you who. I'll tell you who Suns and 4 guy is rooting for.
Hey, my dude.
He's out there rooting for the Phoenix Suns. If you guys haven't heard, the Suns and 4 guy.
Knuckle up.
Yep.
Knuckle up.
Oh, knuckle up. Like you said, hold up. Knuckled up the fan in the previous series. And Devin Booker
in their house.
Devin Booker goes out, finds this guy, gives this guy tickets and a jersey to the Suns, to the Suns guy. For fighting in the stands. So I'm wondering what the message is that he's giving out to fans. Already been acting a fool this year that Booker's giving out to these guys, right?
Right.
Quote unquote, Suns and 4 guy has a shirt given out at the game as well. You saw the clips. He's all celebritied up now in all these games, getting pictures. I mean, he hyped up, right? Good for him getting that. Hey, in his defense, he wasn't the guy who threw the beer on him. He was the guy who got the beer dumped on him. So
that's right.
In his defense. But what kind of messages is sending out? And then guess what happens after game 1? After Phoenix takes care of business after game 1, Suns and Clippers fans getting an altercation again. But then again, in the defense of in the corridor out in the walkway, not in the stands. In the arena still. But in the defense of the Suns fans, it wasn't a Suns fan who threw
of course not.
It was the Clippers fan.
A cursed ass Clippers fan.
With these fans, bro, acting a fool after being away for so long, can't enjoy nice things anymore. What the hell's going on?
I don't know, man. I got 2 ways of thinking about this. Okay, but before I get into the second way of thinking, let's go to the first way of thinking. Okay, Suns in 4 man, which is now his name. Suns in 4 man held down 2 fans in enemy territory. And I'm talking about he held them down and pointed to his homeboy like, you want some of this? While continue to pound at the dude that he had wrapped around the neck. He had by the neck. Now, that's epic. That's epic. That's epic. You can't do, hey, look, if I'm Devin Booker, I'm finding dude too. I'm like, hey, what else can I do for you? Because you held us down in enemy territory in Pepsi Center. That's not even what it's called no more. I think it's called the Ball Arena or something from the Jar Company. But nevertheless, in Denver, and he held it down, and he repped major. He didn't curl up. He didn't look scared, not even in the slightest. I want to know how many beers and shit he had, okay? Because he wasn't scared, not even in the slightest, okay? And he held it down. So in that situation, I say, hell yeah, if I'm Devin Booker, I'm going to show this dude some love. If I'm the whole team, I'm going to show this dude some love for really repping his hardcore fandom across the board without denying it, without even hesitating. On the other side of it,
either I can't say I disagree either. Like I said, he wasn't the one that got the beer dumped on him, or he was the one who got the beer dumped on him, right?
Exactly, and he wasn't having it. The other side is I can't lump him in the same category with dudes who are essentially assaulting NBA players. I don't want him to look at it like that. And at the same time, I don't want him to be lumped into the situation like the Dodgers fans who put the dude from the San Francisco Giants in the hospital at the game. Okay. Because he wasn't doing that. He was protecting his own honor and fandom. And his girl was there too. She caught a piece of the beer and all of this too. And he just wasn't having it. And so, like I said, in one way, I think everybody need to learn how to act. And I think everybody forgot how to act because they haven't been hanging around with people for a long time. But at the same time, his act in the moment, okay, enough to get his mug on a t-shirt, okay, that just need to go in the rafters, man. Sons and Four guy, Sons and Four men needs to be like an unspoken mascot for those dudes, man. What you think, man?
I like I said, I can't fault the kid for holding his own at the time when he got a beer dumped on him. Wasn't his fault. I'm not saying it's part of the the escalation that happened after game one, that he was part of it. I think it's just people not being able to be around people, have zero tolerance, been cooped up in their house for a little bit too long. Now they're getting out and about and they're going to act a fool. Someone's going to pop off, hey, I haven't been in a bar in a year and a half. And then now I'm out at the game having full drinks and I want to be a tough guy or a tough girl at this point. So again, hey, mad props to him for getting his, what he got from Devin Booker. Hey, Devin Booker said, hey, you held your own, you respected us as a team. So you stood up for what, for us at the same time, gave us some good, Sons and Four, quote.
That's right. That's big right there.
You got our back.
Is big.
And like you said,
publicity is big, man.
Like you said, and I was big homie, he wasn't throwing a water bottle at a player. He wasn't dumping popcorn on a player. He wasn't out there flipping the bird to a player. He was just in the stands attempting to enjoy himself, and that's what happened. So stay tuned. We'll have a little bit more on that for you here in the coming days after the game 2 and game 3 gets rolling. But hey, we threw this together for you all real quick. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. Go to thisisfunner.com for more podcast online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy and Nas Big Homie at homie_anonymous. Use that hashtag, people. Get on it. Let's have some conversations. We appreciate everybody who has been using it. And we're getting back to you. I like the insight that y'all get. Stay tuned. If Nas Big Homie's not in jury duty this week, we'll be back sooner than later. What you got, Nas Big Homie? Stay out of jury duty.
I was just about to say the same damn thing. 2 pieces of advice for y'all. Stay the hell out of jury duty. And this damn Bitcoin damn thing is a scam. Buy some gold or something. You know why? This is Funner.
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag StixandSports.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.